Hello everyone, this video is gonna be all about why the upcoming 2.2 update could potentially be the biggest Trailmakers update ever. Quick plug before I begin, follow me on Twitch. I'll be streaming on September 1st until I beat Pantheon 5 of Hollow Knight, and I'm also gonna be streaming on September 4th when Silksong comes out. This being the biggest update is kind of out there claim since it's pretty early on, so it can be pretty hard to tell just the scale of the update, but there is several reasons why I think this could potentially be the case. Okay, so first I want to talk about this schedule for dev diaries, and it has 8 whole dev diaries, which is more than they usually have. As you can see, the previous update, which was PvP part 2, only had 4 dev diary entries, and the only dev diaries that we know what they're about so far is the one about modding, which just came out today as of me recording this, and the tank track one, which will be coming out on September 4th. Okay, so first I'll mention a little bit about the tank tracks. So if you're not aware, this is by far the most requested block ever for them to add, and they've tried to add it previously several times, but they've never added it, so it's kind of a big deal that they're finally adding this block. And here's some concept art of what the previous tank track concepts look like that they were planning to add. And as you can see, the two concepts look vastly different stylistically, so it will be interesting what kind of style they went with in the end. And the reason this is so big isn't just because they're finally adding a part that's so long awaited, but also because it gives a lot of hope for other heavily requested parts in the future. For example, turbocharger, which is another block that they made several concepts for. And the thing that we already got a dev diary on is the modding aspect of the game. They're like fixing a lot of stuff that didn't work in the past and just like improving modding in general. But I think the reason why this is exciting is because, first of all, people don't realize like how modding is important to just the longevity of a game and how the game can keep on being exciting even without the devs having to make new updates, just because of player created content. And they did mention that they're gonna make even more modding updates in the future, so this is not the part of the game that they're like neglecting at all, and they're gonna like keep improving it, which is really exciting for the future of the game. So since that's both the dev diaries covered, you might think that's all the information on this update, but you would be wrong. There's actually more. So basically the Trailmakers YouTube channel uploaded this short where they showcased like deforming terrain, which is going to be coming in the next update. And here you could see the dirt like deforms while the car is driving, and you can see also that in the short they're using like the ski pieces to steer. And basically this also hints at the next update being like a snow based update with like a snow area, which is pretty cool. And they've also talked about doing a snow update in their latest like community like questionnaire kinda. And yeah, so it's pretty safe to say there's gonna be some kind of like a snow area in the new update, probably a whole new map with maybe some new missions and stuff. And this is really exciting because it really seems like they're finally going out and listening to what the community actually wants in the game, because after the last update they released was like controversial and the game got a lot of bad reviews because Trailmakers basically put a lot of the most like overpowered and interesting weapons that were coming out in the update behind the paywall. And also recently Trailmakers was bought back by its original founders from the company that's owned Trailmakers. So it's officially now indie, like fully indie company, I guess. So it's not really clear how that's gonna impact the game, but I assume that gives the developers more freedom. So yeah, in conclusion, I think the future of Trailmakers looks pretty bright right now, and I'm pretty excited to see what this update is gonna have in store for us. Obviously, it has like more dev diaries than I think any other update pretty much. So it's gonna be really interesting to see what kind of stuff they add in this update.